Welcome to the I.R.S.S series. Welcome to the I.R.S.S series. We are here on D-Bat 80 from Richmond. I am your host, Mason Flagar, as always, as we are qualifying right now. Here, so, it's the cutoff race for the round of 8. So, good luck to all the drivers pulling tonight. And right now, final drivers qualify other than Ethan Sky, who is now on track, is Mark Bivens, as these drivers have 2 laps tonight. So here we go. Off turn number 4. It's going to shoot Bivens up to the pole. He's going to get back on the power here for his second lap. And he will improve. He will improve there with a 22.96. So Ethan Sky now done with his first lap into turn number 1 and 2 here, running the middle instead of the top as Mark Bivens did. In the 3 and 4, also running the middle again. Here we go. And checkered flag for Ethan Sky. And that will put him on pole position. Ethan Sky, pole winner here from Richmond for the D-Bat 85. We will be getting ready to pull him in. But right now, let me tell you your point standings going here into Richmond. Mark Bivens with 438 points, who is locked into the round of 6 right now after winning at Kentucky. So Keegan Clark with 325 points, locked in to the round of 6. And, right now, James Hartley with 235 points, locked in the round of 6 as well. Won Coda last night. Doing very, very, very well. Caden Bailey, 137 points. Fell behind Ethan Sky with 163. Still in. Connor Mirabelli on the cut line. He is not here tonight, but there is one way that this can be, changed. Actually, never mind. Connor Mirabelli is out of the playoffs. In the playoffs. Casey Benson and Michael Harms are eliminated out of the playoffs. So, that ends their playoff chances. But even Jackson Wade, who is back, is not going to be in the points battle. Let's bring in your pole sitter, Ethan Scott. Ethan, spacing up here in the booth. Got a copy?
Yep.
All right, Ethan. So, how's it going? And nice lap.
It's going great. Actually, my fastest lap at this check, so just figured out the top lane is pretty much preferred. So just try to run the top, run the bottom. The bottom destroys your tires, so let's just try to do the best we can.
So, Ethan, how is it going, especially with you and Mark right now? As you two are gonna be side by side, who are you hoping to watch for in this race? Who do you think is gonna, be able to compete with you?
Really, I think it's gonna be Mark and Keegan. Keegan ran insane laps during practice, so it's just gonna be interesting how this race is gonna play out and how he gets up and just how Mark will be with me. So, yeah.
All right, Ethan. Anything else you'd like to say? Anyone else want to say?
Nope.
All right, Ethan. Well, have a good race, and we'll talk to you at the end.
All right.
Out of turn number 2, getting ready to go green. This time by. Here we go. Ethan Sky on pole position. Pace car is off. Green flag is out, and we're racing from Richmond. Out to a really good lead on the top. Here comes the 18 on the bottom. Now here comes Keegan Clark on the bottom. Gonna dive it in. Gonna get past Ethan Sky. Ethan gonna try and make it 3 wide, but now the battle for the lead between Keegan Clark. Now the battle for second between Ethan Sky and Keegan Clark. Mark Allen Bivens, now your race leader. Jackson Wade running fourth. Battle for second right now, Keegan Clark and Ethan Sky. Keegan gonna dive it in. Now, out of 4, Bivens gonna lead the lap. As now, once again for second, is Ethan Sky and Keegan Clark. As Ethan Sky starting to fall off. Possibly using up those tires early. Is Jackson Wade right there getting into the wall. Pretty big contact with the wall for him. Right now, Keegan Clark starting to catch back up to the race leader of Mark Allen Boones. As Keegan Clark gonna run an outstanding lap time right there. Very, very fast. Contact! Around goes the 76! Right in front of the field! Caution is out, and now Ethan Sky is your race leader. Mark Allen Bivens with significant rear end damage. Caution is out. Keegan Clark, your race leader, with giant front end damage. Let's go back and look at the replay and see what happened. Into the corner, we might have to go a little bit farther back. Difficult one, though, fine. Possibly late braking. But yeah, really early braking by the 76. 6-9 cars, nowhere to go. And he gets into his rear end, spins 76 car around. So big damage to both those drivers. Ethan Sky, your race leader now, and Jackson Wade, your race leader. Let's bring in Keegan Clark. Let's bring Keegan Clark to the booth. Hey, Keegan, Mason up here. You got a copy?
Yeah.
So, are any emotions happening right now between you and Mark?
No. I didn't mean to run into the back when he braked super early. Where I thought he would. And yeah.
Alright, Keegan. So, have you had to take a fast repair tonight already?
Yeah. iRacing won't let me uncheck anything, so I used one set, and I've only got a set left. I gotta nurse them for 70 laps.
Alright, Keegan. Well, I mean, anything else you'd like to say?
Nope.
Alright. We'll send you back then. Gonna bring in Mark Allen Bivens now. Hey, Mark Mason up here in the booth. Got a copy?
Gotcha.
Alright, Mark. So, what happened there between you and, Keegan there?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was just a racing incident. He apologized directly after, so I know it wasn't on purpose, and we don't have any beef between the two of us. So, hopefully we can just go out there and come back from this. Hopefully that did not kill our tires. We completed all of our optional repairs, so we'll just see what we can do.
Yeah, optional repairs pretty big, but how bad? You know, was that damage? From what we saw, it wasn't terrible, but significant enough to where it would have impacted God. Right. Alright, Mark, anyone you'd like to thank him? You want to say? Anything you want to say?
Time to go over in.
Alright. Well, I'm just gonna be back. We are back with green flag racing here from Richmond as Keaton Clark already going around the outside of the 18 of Ethan Sky. Side by side down the back straightaway. Barreling into turn 3. Door-to-door racing. Gonna go good tire blimp here. Looking down at these drivers heading into 1 and 2. Keaton gonna be able to clear his contact almost behind. Mark Allen Bivens and Jackson Wade almost made contact there. That could have been big. Side for third between Mark Allen Bivens and Jackson Wade. Jackson Wade just trying to keep it on the inside. Contact! Hard into the wall goes to 76. Around he goes. Caution, it is out. Caution for the second time tonight. Big contact for the 76 of Mark Allen Bivens. Decent damage. Not what he wants, but not what he wants, but you know, pretty big damage. And again, to that right side now damage and front end, but definitely rear end damage, which will affect you more than, you know, that right side and other damage. So not what he wants, not ideal for him. But we're going to talk to Jackson Wade, and yeah, let's bring him in. Actually, I'm going to let them finish having a conversation. Possibly talking things out. But, we're going to take a real quick break, and we'll be right back. with a very, very big lead on Ethan Sky, and then Mark Bivens, then Jackson Wade. Jackson Wade now falling 3.5 seconds behind. Keegan Clark on the fresh tires and fresh brand new race car, as now he's going to get into the wall there. He does not have a fast break, so if he does get involved in the major wreck, his day would be done. Ethan Sky, it's hard to say. The M&M Camaro, not a Toyota this season. But then Mark Owen, he's gonna get in the wall. Ethan Sky in the wall. Now Mark Bivens on the bottom with left side damage, trying to catch up to Ethan. Most likely he will indeed catch him. Looking at Mark Bivens now, losing time to the number 18 of Ethan Sky. Keegan Clark cautions out, and that's going to end the stage. Caution is out. Stage number 1 win going to go to the number 69 of Keegan Clark. Stage break will go 25, 25, and 35. Well, we're going to bring in Jackson Wade and get his comment on the incident on the back straightaway. Hey, Jackson, it's Mason up here in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes.
Alright, Jackson. So, what happened on the back straight with you and Mark?
I can't drive. It's very hard to drive here. That's all.
So how's your car running today, Jackson?
What?
So how's the car today, Jackson?
Feel like I'm driving a Mahindra tractor. About it.
Alright, Jackson. Well, I'm gonna send you back and have a good rest of your race.
Thank you.
This is the I.R.S.S. We will be right back, here from Richmond. Welcome back to Richmond. Welcome to Richmond Motor Speedway. And we are under caution for stage number 1. As Keegan Clark, your race leader, and your stage 1 winner, has the shoes cone rule in effect. Ethan Sky, and so Ethan Sky, Jackson Wade, and Mark Allen Bivens all taking the top. Is gonna leave Keegan Clark on the bottom by himself. So this could get interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing. With 55 laps to go. Green flag is out, more racing. Into 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Riding on board with Mark Allen Bivens. Mark Allen Bivens falling behind. Possibly on very, very old tires. Still some damage to that race car though. Jackson Wade gonna be able to get by Keegan Clark. Jackson Wade trying to catch the 18 of Ethan Sky. There is your gap. The battle for first. Keegan Clark's tires starting to fall off, it seems, because he has to nurse that car all the way around till about lap 70 or so. Jackson Wade, looking at the time delta, you have been able to see the gap grow. As the gap is slowly starting to, as the gap has started to shrink, I should say, between these two. Both of these drivers trying to not give up, but slowly starting to. As you see Ethan run top, Jackson on the bottom. Here we go. Within a second is Jackson Wade out of turn number 4 with 11 laps to go left in the stage. Battle for the race lead now within a second. Ten to go in stage number 2 as the gap is starting to become bigger. Starting to grow, but Ethan just not able to have good runs out of turn number 2. Now, the gap's still starting to shrink. The gap is in between that 1 and a 1.5 second mark. Now it has grown to about a second now. Ethan Sky starting to drive away from Jackson Wade. Six laps to go, and the gap is now back to within a second as Markel and Bivens now about 10 seconds back. He's just trying to nurse that car home. Keegan Clark also starting to fall back. But gap has grown even more. Now 4 laps to go on the stage. All these drivers trying to nurse their cars home. Until we go to one more stage. Now, Jackson Wade, gap is down to 2 seconds now. Keegan Clark starting to close in on Jackson Wade now. Now it's the battle for second. Who's gonna get the stage points? Contact. Jackson Wade throwing a block into 3 and 4. Gonna break late and go deep. White flag is out. White flag. Stage number 2. Jackson Wade gonna pull off the racetrack, and I believe he is done for the night. Caution is out for the stage, and Ethan Sky gonna win stage number 2. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Richmond Motor Speedway, and I believe Jackson Wade has disappeared, and Jackson Wade still here, at least in the lead. Look something like a green. King Morgan, we're back green from Richmond in final stage. Side by side, Mark Allen Bivens and Ethan Scott. Out of 4, 76 gonna be loose. Bang! Around goes the 18. Let's go back and take a look at that. Let's actually go take a look. What happened here is going into 1 and 2 after the restart. Contacting the wall there, and around goes the 18. Mark Allen Bivens gets into the wall, and around goes the 18. Let's bring in Ethan Sky, see his point of view. Ethan, it's missing up here in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah.
Hey, Ethan. What happened there in that wreck from your view?
I just I didn't have to speed off the exit. I really tried to lift, but Mark just being an idiot and just absolutely turned me and just said, F you piece of shit. So I really appreciate that, but we'll move on and just see who's the winner tonight.
Okay. All right, Ethan. Have a good rest of your race. We may bring you in later. Have a good rest of your race. Well, let's bring in Mark Vins and like his side of the story. Mark, it's based on being in the booth. Did you get a copy?
Gotcha.
Ethan said some questionable stuff up here in the booth last time. So, just now, what happened in that incident from your point of view?
It doesn't matter what he said, it's questionable. He knows that it was his fault in the beginning, and, you know, he just got the main consequence of it. I mean, you just can't drive somebody up into the wall like that. I mean, that's just stupid. It's absolutely, completely stupid. And, I mean, he paid the price for it.
Yeah, and from what it looks like up here, you know, he just, yeah, you just got in the wall after he ran you up, and you spun out into him. But how is this going to affect you in this race?
The same exact damage I took my faster pair with, and, we're just gonna have to see what we can do. Hopefully, we can stay in this thing. Keegan's been fast, so I know that he's gonna be a threat to us, but, I know how to drive my car, and, Ethan doesn't, so, that's the only, edge I have on him.
Alright. So, Mark, anyone you'd like to thank for this good race car?
Same people as last night. Anybody who helps me. I love them to death. My mom, my dad, family, friends, everybody. Let's go out there and, win it.
Alright, Mark. So, we will talk to you later.
Let's do.
Yes. Get ready to go green this time by. Into turn one, Mark Allen Bivens. Out of 4, side by side is Ethan Scott. Ethan Scott and Keaton Clark side by side. Ethan gonna have the edge. Now he's gonna be clear. Now looking at Mark Allen Bivens. Half a second separates them. 21 laps to go. You could put a pretty large blanket over these guys, and you probably still have a little bit of room. But here comes Ethan Sky, even with some damage on the rear end. It has caught up to Mark Allen Bivens. From the 19 laps to go. Ethan running the top through 3 and 4. Possibly trying to save up those tires. Mark on the bottom. Here we go. James not able to make it. Forgot to mention that. James not able to make it tonight. But, you know, 18 of Ethan Sky starting to lose ground to Mark Allen Bivens. Laps to go. Keaton Clark Starting to catch up to Ethan Sky as well. Bivens now with a second lead. As we are now 70 laps in here at Phoenix. Sorry. Richmond. I don't know where I got Phoenix from. Now the battle for second starting to ramp up with Ethan Sky and Keegan Clark. These two running about close to the same lap times. As now we are inside 20 laps to go. 14. Inside goes Keegan. Side by side, 13 to go. Battle for second. Both of these drivers rear end damage. The gap to Mark. Now over 2 seconds for both of them. Ethan just not able, I'm sorry, Keegan just not able to get by Ethan Sky. Ethan possibly using up more of his tires now. Ethan, who's been saving his tires, is now falling almost close to 3 seconds back. As Bivens in the wall. Significant right side damage to that race car. See what happened with Mark Allen Bivens. Right there, damage, pretty big damage. But now Keegan Clark. Around goes Ethan Sky. We come back, Ethan Sky is around. Big damage. We'll take a look as these two were battling for a decent while. Wow. Ethan, who had been able to hold off Keegan, started to get loose right there. Right. We'll get a good view of it. Oh, hard in the wall goes Ethan. And Ethan almost up and over. See the rear end. See the front end, sorry. Off just the entire car lifting off the ground, and Keegan Clark, I think, has taken his final set already. So had to stay out, no damage to him. Mark Allen Bivens and Ethan Sky both with a set of tires, and I would have to believe, yep, a fast repair for Ethan Sky, and I would believe possibly optionals for Mark Allen Bivens. Yes, he's going to take optionals. Here is your pitch strategy. In the length, time, and so these drivers trying to finish the race off strong. So we are going to be going back in with 5 laps to go. Choose cone in effect. Keegan Clark gonna take the top. Ethan gonna take the bottom. Mark also going to take the top. Some strategy here. Who's gonna have a good restart and able to catch up? Who's gonna be able to catch up? Green flag is out. Ethan Sky already behind. Didn't get a good restart at all. Keegan Clark, your race leader. Here comes Mark Allen Bivens. Four laps to go. Ethan Sky, second behind Mark Allen Bivens. Bivens, only one that was able to take tires, I believe. Yeah, the only one that was able to take tires. It's gonna get loose. 3 laps to go. Two laps to go. Mark Allen Bivens is slow. Almost hitting the wall. White flag is out for Mark Allen Bivens. Runs up the racetrack. The battle for second between Keegan Clark and Ethan Scott. Mark Allen Bivens out of turn number 4 is going to win the DBAT 85 from Richmond. Ethan Scott gonna get second. Keegan Clark gonna get third. Ethan speeding up. Gonna get right next to the 76. Gonna take it into pit road. In anger as the 69 is gonna hit the 18. Possibly in a show of anger and frustration. Mark Allen Bivens, your race leader, race winner. We're gonna talk to him. Hey Mark, Mason up here in the booth. Got a copy?
Gotcha.
Alright. Nice win today, and had the car feel at the end of that. And were you worried that Ethan, would maybe catch up to you?
Lord, that was insane there at the end. We were able to gather it back up there at the end. We definitely were not the strongest car all day. But like I said, we were able to gather it back up, and I'm just happy that we were able to pull through. And there at the end, the car started to get a little bit wonky, but we were able to hold it and take the victory.
All right, Mark. So, what is going on right now between you and Ethan?
Don't really know our standards. I'm not really sure.
All right, Mark. Good win today. And right now, Mark, you have led the most laps tonight.
Sounds good. Honestly, don't know how that happened. Seems like we were on the back all the stage too, but
You led 31, Ethan led 28, and Keegan led 26. Very.
I didn't know that it was at least close.
Yep. All right, Mark. Well, that'll do it. Anyone you'd like to thank?
Like I said in that interview, like to thank my mom, my dad, family, friends, supporters, everybody that watches the broadcast every single week, and like to thank all the racers. Like to thank you for putting on the broadcast every single week. It's always fun, and I won't be here next week, but I will be here for championship week. So hopefully we can go out there and take that big fat W.
All right, Mark. So yeah, that'll do it for tonight, and thank you. Have a good rest of your night.
Sounds good. Thank you.
So that'll do it for our festivities tonight. Catch us next week for the round of 6. The final round before the championship. We will be going to Phoenix, Texas, and then Talladega in 2 weeks to decide who makes it in and who doesn't. I'm Mason Flagar, voice